See if this comes up. There we go. I think I'm up now. Oh boy. Oh, oh, I'm not. The camera's not on. Sorry. Is that better? You guys see me okay? All right. There we go. Welcome back, everybody. It's Dren608 Plays. We are playing Nórë Huinë, half drow monk with the Drunken Master subclass. This was a fan pick for me to play that class. I came up with the story of a half drow that was grew up on the streets of Baldur's Gate, was a street urchin, ended up in the monastery as sort of a last resort, hungry and wet, cold, whatever. They took him in, gave him the name Nórë Huinë, which is supposedly Elvish for autumn twilight, twilight to his drow heritage, and because he came to them in the autumn. So that's how he got that name. That's the only name he's really known for the better part of his life. They taught him the ways of being a monk. He gravitated towards the Drunken Master teacher to learn that style. And then when they said he had passed his tests and he could go back out in the world, he found himself in this mess. And that's how he got here. Alright, I think I'm Lae'zel at the moment, and I was checking. There's a backpack over here I never opened up. Okay. And then there's something on this shelf. Pickaxe. So, I obviously missed a few things here. I'm sorry, I need every little gold piece. Pouch is empty. Okay. Can't take that. And then there was over here. Turning all the way around. There we go. And then there's like a milk can here that she can pick up. Okay, now, if I remember my storyline right, everybody that's left alive in here is going to be wanting to kill me. So I've got a couple more battles to go. And we're kind of low on spells, although I have all my key. And I believe Lae'zel has her thing left. We still have a short rest left, so we can do a battle and then short rest and do another battle. Okay, we had cleaned out this. Oh, we did close that door before we came by. Okay, so we can, before we went in, we closed that door. So we can try to go get the merchant people from a different direction. Is what I wanted to try and do for a change. Usually I just go through the door and rush them and do what I can. But if you go up here, you go through this door first. And we come out here. And then we go through this. See, they're all ready to kill me. I don't know how far can we go hiding?
Time to press ahead.
I'm gonna quick save here. Got everybody hiding right now. I'm wondering if I can get up top. Because the right way to do it would be to start off with a A fireball from Gale. Let's separate ourselves.
Still in shadow. Light steps.
Okay. Gil, what have you got left for spells? You've only got 1/3 and a couple of seconds. So you could drop down like this on somebody. Or Scorching Ray. Okay. So I think I'm going to go have me start up here.
Have to keep going.
Because I'm sneaky. He's got 32. She's got 32. So if I were to go here. Do a stunning strike, maybe? Let's try that.
Sentry! Intruder spotted. Hitaka!
And I threatened, but they didn't go down. Okay. Maybe I try to take them out. Alright, we'll just try to take this one out. And what we're going to do is we're going to move over to this one. And before I end my turn, we're going to have Gale move up here. I want him to drop one of these. Like on these two. That gives us some extra damage. And I'm going to have Lae'zel smack this person with a disarming attack. Can we get this? Made him drop their weapon. And 26 left. I think just hits her with this. Got 9 left. Do I want to... See, they're surprised, so they're not going to be able to do anything.
I have to survive this.
So if I move her up here...
Time to dally.
What do I want to do with her? She doesn't really have any thing per se. Well, she could just go try and end this one. Why don't we just go do that? 70% chance. And she'll step back. Get out of Lae'zel's way.
Where do I go from here?
Skvar! My own people seek my head. If they will not see sense, then bleed them dry.
These boots have seen everything.
Okay, I can't do anything else. I could go sit on a stool.
Swift and lethal. I will not know failure.
Gale,
One can't always be a gentleman.
turn that off. Lae'zel,
I will ascend.
we'll have you do your thing and try and hit this guy. Oh, that's rude. Well, see if you can disarm him. Critical hit, but he's still parried. He's got 5 left, huh? Well, I can't do anything, but Gale
For the ages.
can walk over here.
On my way.
That should take him.
Indolence breeds madness.
Lots of good stuff. Really? That's her most expensive stuff. Usually you're supposed to get their most expensive items. Well, we're getting food. Elegant chest back here. Ah, Hill Giant Strength Potion. I think we have Shadowheart holding all those. Those look like good food. Oh, another elegant chest. These we're giving to Gale for now.
What lies within?
I don't know. Go out and find out. You gotta go up there and loot those people anyway. Nothing? These guys just have, yeah. Crossbows. Okay. So sneaking up on them from this side was a good idea because they were facing the door. And that was kind of the trick, was to you come over here and see if they're facing this hole in the wall, then you go back to the door. And if they're facing the door, then you can sneak up like I did and get the surprise round on them, which is huge on, you know, when you're taking out enemies this tough. It's really huge that you take
Let's have a look.
that you get that extra round in. Yeah, that's right, we made them drop their weapon. Okay, so that was not bad at all, except she's encumbered now. I got her having so much stuff. Let's give this to Shadowheart. This to Shadowheart. This to me. This to... where are you? Gale. And give that to Nórë Huinë. She's underweight now. And I have... I'm getting up there too, so... We're running out of space to carry stuff out of here. But then again, there's not that much stuff left to take. Except there is a sun melon.
What's next?
Shadowheart. There's a sun melon. Go get the sun melon. Where is it? Get
I
that
should
sun
take
melon.
that.
I like sun melons. Okay.
Can't give up.
Well, I'm sitting here watching everybody else do the work. Group everybody on me. And let's go get the Githyanki Egg. See if we can do that.
Don't waste the step. Huh, I'll give it a shot.
I don't think there's anybody left except for the people in the Githyanki room. And I don't think that's one where we can sneak in. Now, I could swap somebody out and go get like Astarion. Because there are traps. Do I want to get Astarion to help me on this? Welcome everybody. It's Dren608 Plays. We're playing Nórë Huinë. Drunken Half Elf, Half Drow Monk Drunken Master subclass. Which was a fan pick. His background is a street urchin on the streets of Baldur's Gate. And ended up in a monastery basically because he had nowhere else to go.
Let's have a look.
And that's how he became a monk. And after he got done with his training, oh yeah, that's right, I put the dead bodies in here. I clean up my battlefields. I put people into crates and stuff. When I'm... This is one where you can piecemeal it, one little section at a time, so I tended to put the dead bodies away just to try and cover my tracks. But I have to go up here to get to the Githyanki Egg. Pretty sure we've already done that. But I really want to do this, and I need Astarion to do that. Okay. I don't know if I can go back to camp. I could go back to camp to grab Astarion. I don't know who I'd take out. I do need to do this to give her her second wind. So we're going to go ahead and do that now.
Pushing on.
Alright. Now, if I remember right, even if we're hiding, they're going to see us because they're standing right there by the door. Right? We'll go into a group hide, but I'm pretty sure they see us. Yeah, see, they're right there. They're right there looking at us. Because he's like right up here. She's right there. So there's no getting by her. How many hit points does she have? 64. So there's not even a spell I can do that's going to nail her. This one. So this is the big dude. This is the boss man. She's not quite as strong. And then they got a regular old fighter over here. We got 41. So if I were to try to do something, what would I try to do? Fireball him? Gale. Separate everybody out. Gale?
No fun at all.
You do have a fireball, which should give you a surprise, because they won't see you. Or you could throw a haste on Lae'zel. Right? And if I had Lae'zel in here, hold on, where could I put her that she could do the most damage? If I had Lae'zel here, can we sneak through here? Okay, we're gonna quick save because I'm gonna try something sneaky.
Still in shadow.
Yes, I know.
Entirely too empty. I'd expect to see 15 eggs at the very least.
Okay. Now, Gale.
Can't see a thing from down here.
You're gonna go same kind of thing. And then I
Don't want to think about why my eye is itching.
am probably gonna go after that guy.
Can't afford staring.
Shadowheart. Can't turn it off, just can turn it down, huh? Alright, I'm gonna have you standing in the door so that you can try to do something as well. Alright, well, we're in kind of position, so let's PF5 again. I don't know if this gives away Lae'zel. I'm pretty sure him casting haste on her. Yeah. He's visible. Because now I want her.
My patience wanes.
She's gonna move to here. I don't know if this is gonna work.
Not one false move.
She should be hasted. She can jump. She can't jump up high enough. Or she can Misty Step. So she's gonna Misty Step right here. Hello, dude. So he anti whatever heard. Damn.
Swords meet sorcery. Danse macabre.
Oh, I just got rid of her hasten because it's a concentration spell. I'm so stupid. All right. Sorry, we're gonna reload that. I forgot. Haste is a concentration spell. I want to keep her hastened, so let's go back. I'm so dumb. Dumb. Sorry, folks. Should have just thrown a magic missile out there. Okay. So she's not been hastened, so we're gonna go into turn-based mode. He's going to cast haste on her. Alright, now we have her, we have him start off with like a magic missile on him. Because we want him to waste his spell on me. His counter spell. Right? So we want me to walk out here to become a target. So, best way to do that is probably hit him with a magic missile. Right, or a scorching ray. Target is too far. So, if he moves, I don't know, here?
Step by step.
Your future ends now.
And then I try to throw this up here at him. Which is what I wanted him to do. I don't think he has... It won't tell me what his spells are. Okay. Okay, Alright, well, if I go to me...
Should have worn better boots.
Well, I just want to go hit this guy. He's gonna see me on the way, I don't care.
The way I go.
So he's stunned. It's down to 22. And I missed. I missed a stunned opponent. That's brilliant. Okay. Alright, now I don't know if since she's still hiding.
Staying out of sight.
Can I just Misty Step up here since he can't see me right now? Then I'm going to disarm it. Wacka! Made him drop his weapon. Then I'm going to whack him again. Then I'm... Why am I not hasted? When did I lose the haste? Oh crap, I thought it was in turn base. I guess you just lost it. Alright. It was a waste. Well, we want to get rid of this guy. He's the nastiest. couldn't get rid of him.
Can't afford any mistakes.
You get up here. Do we have a scroll of that? Do we have a scroll of magic missile? No, we don't. Not that she can hit the broadside of a barn, but she'll try him. Okay, we took him out. I don't know where to move her. Okay. She found that one. It's the one I missed. Okay, so she's pretty much done.
May the dice roll in my favor.
He's pretty much done.
Sometimes the only way out is
Done.
through.
And I can still move, so I'm gonna move over here. So that she missed her perception. See? Okay. I need to finish this guy off. Let's start off by trying to finish him off this way. 15. We'll throw a stun at him. Just took him out. Take his stuff. Take his stuff. I don't know how to get over there to help Lae'zel. So let's see if Lae'zel needs help. Well, obviously disarming, because you have a bunch of these left. That didn't work. How about menacing attack? Okay, so we got them all. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Again, that's an example of having to do the surprise attacks. It's very important to try and do that. Welcome everybody. Dren608 plays. We're playing Nórë Huinë here. I think I want to have... Can I go back to camp? I want to go back to camp to get Astarion because there's these trap things, and he's a little better at that. Okay. First off, let's start off with you. Give that to Shadowheart. Hopefully I don't weigh her down. And then this guy over here... I don't know, maybe I can do it. He has a bunch of stuff. These we're going to give to... Encumbered. Now, if we go to me, what boots do I have on? Exercise when they gain 3 lightning charges. That's what I normally wear, but I think right now, for where we're going, what I'm going to be trying to do, I think I'm going to have to go get Astarion to do this, but I'm going to try and do this on my own. Okay, I've got to jump. here.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Yes, I know. There's very many traps. They're very nasty traps.
Just on a few. Should mind my step. Trap. Be cautious.
Oh, I'll take the hit point.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Okay. Interesting that this Cobalt Scout has thieves' tools in it, in case you get somebody in here without them.
Softer than a whisper.
Didn't realize I could walk across that. Okay, so now I know where one of the traps out there is.
Trap. Be cautious.
Okay.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Good old cat's grace. Come on, where's the mine? There's a trap here. I know there is. I didn't find it. I know there's a trap. Investigation failed. Jesus. What's the good of having guidance on if I can't find anything? Okay, what I need, I don't have.
Assume
You do.
nothing. Without delay.
Now you could be able to see it. There's the egg. So if you cast your mage hand, like right here. Oh, for the love of Mike! It's gone. I don't think I can grab it. Damn it! through.
waste. Let's
Get
try
the
this
hell
way.
out of there. Gale,
No rest for the wicked, I see.
get the hell out of there. Why did you people do that?
Right away.
Okay.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Can I pick it up before it transports me away? No, I cannot. Alright, Gale. That's gonna be you.
Thought.
Jump here. Jump here.
The path less traveled.
Jump here. Jump here. Oh, for the love of Mike! I don't have any way to make it move.
Mine for the taking.
But I didn't grab it fast enough, did I? Damn you. It's right on the edge. Bloody heck.
Certainly.
Take damage. Stupidity. Why can't I take this? What have we got for scrolls, kids? Banishment, Stow Curse, Blindness, Blink, Blur, Bone Shell, Burning Hands, or Conjure Minor Elemental, Crown Deadness. No, no, no. 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 Scroll of gaseous form? That. Gust of wind. Can I blow it off of there? We can try.
Action, not reaction. Proceeding.
Now, if she were to get this, where's Gust of Wind? Now we put it way out there. So now we have this guy.
So that's progress. Never wanted the easy part. Be wary. This place is trapped.
Yes, it is. And I can't get there. Is that rock trap too? I can't remember. Investigation failed, which means there's another trap around here that you're not going to let me get to, you freaking bastards.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Alright, there's bombs here. Thank you. And I jump down here. I don't even think this is worth it. If I remember right. Yeah. Because there isn't even anything really back here. And I don't think there's anything up there either. Just to say I did something. Besides beat up Githyanki. And steal an egg. So I am still encumbered, huh? I am still encumbered. Good lord! I gotta get one more piece of something. About you, Shadowheart. Can I give you 2 of these? Okay. Well, there's nothing up here. At this point. Right? Because there's no way of getting, like, back over here to anything. We gotta talk to Lae'zel. Okay. Can I just jump down here? Okay, here we go. Let's talk to Lae'zel in the middle of the gaseous
An
cloud.
unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it. A child of Gith and a servant of Vlaakith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. And don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain pass.
But, she's gonna give us lots of money. Do we really want to be parents? Okay,
Vlaakith's will be done. Proceeding.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
There is work to do. On I go.
With haste.
okay. There's like some clothes and stuff in the wardrobe, so I'm gonna go grab them. Showing off. More clothes. Umber trousers. What the hell do umber trousers look like? And a closey blue shirt. Okay. I did take it, right? Yes. Let's say I did take that stuff, right? Okay. So we'll go out here and make the band back together. We have finished the Githyanki Creche. Not with nearly enough experience points, but we have finished the Githyanki Creche. And we're only an hour in, so what are we going to do now? Probably need to take a long rest in here. I'm going to go sell this stuff. Oh, that's what we needed to do. Excuse me just a moment. We're going to go back to camp. Oh, darling, I have a little chore for you that I find most amusing. Not you, girl. I need to go find the man who says darling all the time. There you are. No, that's Astarion.
All I wanted was to get a worm out of my head. I didn't sign up for dimensional travel and murderous Gith.
I need you in my party.
Well, obviously I would. But you have so many followers, or... Well, in that case...
Then we have to level him up.
What a day.
I don't even know how far behind him he is. We're going up to level 7 or 6? I haven't had him in the party for a while, so... Oh my god! We haven't leveled him up since level 5? Oh lord. Uncanny dodge, okay. And you've got a lot to catch up on, boy. Skills. Abilities? You can change his skill proficiencies? That's interesting. He's got persuasion and deception. I can't see him taking anything else. Or deception and persuasion. Right? That's... I don't understand. I don't understand why I get that thing there. Okay. Last features is your infamous evasion. And you're done. Did I take him as a thief? Oh, I took him as a thief. That's why he's not getting anything. Okay, that's right. In the librarian, I have him going as a swashbuckler. Or something like that. Okay. Now. First off, dude. Cool helmet and all, but let's not do that, shall we? Just have the spider sign 16, 16, 17, 18. That's fine. That's fine. We have something specific we want you to do, sir. Something very specific we want you to do. So, excuse us, we're going to go back where we came from. And then I
No time to rest.
am going to cast guidance on you. And I'm going to have you interact with the painting.
All right.
This imposing portrait depicts a powerful Githyanki warrior, undeniably regal in her mien. In the corner of the painting is a small symbol you can't quite place.
Draw a new face onto the portrait. What the hell? We're taking a long rest. We want this to work. Yay! First try! Didn't have to use any inspiration.
You take a moment to fully appreciate your masterpiece. She certainly looks a little less regal now.
Okay, now if like Gale
Ready and willing.
looks at it, we should get in it again.
This imperious portrait of the Gythyanki warrior queen seems somewhat less so when adorned with your embellishments.
Okay, so we don't get another chance at the, Alright, now we want to go back to camp and get my girlfriend. Yes, I'm a terrible person. I know.
I am Vlaakith's most loyal servant. She will not abandon me.
Yeah, she will. Hatchery with a single egg, so how many does a clutch usually contain?
Kalir's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100.
Am I curious about logistics? Not either. On to other.
then.
I need you to join me, girlfriend. I'd like you to join me,
You'll
girl.
fill up. Dismiss someone first.
You take Astarion's place.
Well chosen.
Because now we're going to go back and see if she says anything about the painting.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
This imperious portrait of the Githyanki warrior queen seems somewhat less so when adorned with your embellishments.
She doesn't say anything. Ah, she had to be there when it was done to get the cute line. Okay, that's fine. I don't really care. We've done everything we need to do here. We are headed to here, because that's as close to the lady to dump all our junk that we can get. She doesn't have a lot. Like for us to buy or whatever.
One true way.
We can take her money. Right, she's up this way. Yeah, she's up and around the corner. I think
These things have stayed interesting.
I or Gale need to go. We've got like 12 charismas. Normally I would take the time to transfer everything over to Will and bring him out here to get the best prices, but I really don't care at this point.
Have you given any more thought to the retrieval of that Githyanki egg? I might have a few trinkets worth a glance.
Can't remember if we've rested since we talked with her. It doesn't look like it too much. She does have a scroll of Ice Storm. One of these. Fly, Sleet Storm. So this is like stuff that I sold her. It's your next spell. This gives you a Scorching Ray. Unarmed attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 fire damage. Lightning charges. Should I change myself into a fire dude? Then I could keep those boots on. I gain advantage against normal. I could keep both pairs of gloves on me and switch one depending on where I'm going to be fighting. Mostly fight with fire, but if I know I'm going to be going up against armored guys, throw these things back on. 2 turns when crushed or frost on the target. And that I want to give to Gale. Alright. So we're going to buy this. And we're going to buy these. What is this? It's really nice, but I don't think I really need it. Okay, I need to dump some crap here. we're all going to be wearing magical boots and magical gloves going forward. I think we've gone through all these. I'll go through them one more time before I sell them, just to be safe. But some of this stuff I know I can get rid of. Now, this has got me intrigued. Mump's Warhorn, he won't come anymore, which is sad. I was going to try and blow it at camp, see if it does anything. Hey, it's worth 23 gold, so. Empty blood bank bottle, shoes. Alright, now we get down to the people who have the good stuff. Lae'zel. And we're going to just about meet her price, aren't we? Yeah, we're 16 points over. Cool. If I took another potion of speed, gave her the defender's flail. Because I don't think anybody's going to use the flail, right? Oh, you deal 4. I don't want to give that up. I don't want to give that up. I'm 11 off. I need to give her 11 more points. What do I have that's worth 11 more points that I don't want? Oh, wait. I have another Githyanki crossbow? And a great sword? So actually I'm ahead of her again. Okay. Now you're carrying all that stuff, Shadowheart. I want to see what these clothes look like on me, so I'm going to be playing Dress Up Barbie. Might do that offline, I might do it at the end of a session, or show you what I find out at the beginning of a session. Oh, there's an empty bottle here. I don't know who to give the hair growing tonic to. Then there's actually a few books. There's a couple of books and things. Some Mind Flayer Anatomy, Confiscated Book, Sherlock Voss. Those are things that once you've read them, you don't need to keep. Yeah, I think we're... let's take some of your money. Not much, but it's something. And I got some stuff out of it. Okay, I think for now, that'll have to do.
Happy, are we? Very well, then.
What do I have to do? Oh, I wanted to go in here. Type, because I wanted to put on... These I want to have to go to Gale. Oh, he's wearing armor ones, though. Shh. Shoot. That would make his armor class go down to like a 14. Or 13. 14. That's ugly, but we'll give him the gale anyway. 1d6 plus 4 plus 1d4 fire. So 5 to 10. So it should be 5 to 10 plus 1d4 fire. As long as they're not resistant to fire, you can do extra damage to them. Huh. Got a lot of stuff going on there. Oh, I should probably do this. This button down here where it says all ingredients, what that'll do for you is here the sublimates, salts, essences, ashes, vitriols, and suspensions. It'll just make all those. And you need those to make these. These you have to do yourself. But you can just have it kind of do this. And if you look, I took 4 pounds off the pouch by combining all that stuff. So I took 4 weight off of it, which helps. The magic ring from the kid. Kept the Defender flail because I'm thinking we saved Minthara. This might be something she would be good with. Like this and her mace. Xenocide or whatever it was called. Put her some really nice armor and let her rip. I don't know. Supreme healing, 30 to 60 points. But I have 3 animal speaking potions now. And I do have a bunch of these Illithid powers. Just to show you, I went and I took the Psionic Overload to get this ability drain. So I'm taking people's strength off right now. Favorable Beginnings and Luck of the Far Realms. And then I took the Tunneling one. I don't think I really want either of these or the Charm. See, that's an action to do that. I'm trying to avoid things that, if I take an action, that they'll have to do things. Now, what I was thinking of doing was taking this one to get to this one, so that when I knock things down, I don't have to hit them. Like, in that last battle, I had a couple of them at, like, 4 points. Or 5 points or something. I had them in single digits. And if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I get them to 7 points or less, they're gone. They lose. They're out. And I don't think I need to take any of these others. Although Shield of Thralls can be cute, but it's really not worth it. It's temporary hit points. And this could be good for serious healing, but heals it when it attacks, but also makes it vulnerable to all damage. So it's like trade-offs that I don't want to make. So I could see myself taking 2 more for me, which leaves me like 3 to take with Astarion. And I think Astarion's was going to be these 2 and possibly I think I might just go there, and then for Gale I want to make sure he gets this one.
Charmed, I'm sure.
The only one I really want for Gale is Concentrated Blast. So when he throws up that cloud of daggers, for instance, then after it's done its thing and people have moved out of it, he can do this and nail somebody for 3d6 damage. And if they happen to be concentrating on this, if they were concentrating on a spell, then you get to heal from it as well. The more important part is to do 3d6 damage. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. It says 6 to 36, but you're only doing 3d6. That doesn't make sense. Concentrating on another spell to cast this. If the target was concentrating, you heal as much as the damage that was dealt to it. So it's like, this comes to me, this goes to them, based on the same 2 dice. But they say 6 to 36, and it is not 6 to 36. It's 3 to 16. So that makes no sense. Right? Makes no sense at all. Okay, I'll have to look that up in the wiki or something, or see if somebody can explain that one to me. If you can explain that to me in chat or in comments, I'd really appreciate it. All right, that's enough of that. I think I'm down enough spells that I really should probably go do a long rest. So let's go back to camp before we decide to do anything else, since we're out of short rests. Got to talk to my pets. Here.
Most excellent.
Not you.
No one's stopped me yet.
Where'd my kids go? Come here.
It's up for discussion.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Got to pet the dog. Pet the bush boy in the realms. Okay. Willow's up there. He's here. He's here. Because I think he's one of the ones that wants to use it. And here's Karlach. Have I talked to Karlach recently? I don't remember. What am I supposed to say to Karlach?
Looks like we're done here. Pity. This place has been a wild ride.
I don't know. Can I romance multiple people? I'm gonna.
Where would you start?
I'd already just stripped naked and take it from there. Ah! Should I go there? I'm gonna go there.
And I'd even let you. Gods, we better find a way to cool me off soon. I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
We'll figure out something. Just gotta remember to rest before we do it.
Have to keep going.
Do I need to talk to you at all?
I suppose not many can boast that they've been to a Githyanki Creche and survived. Perhaps that's a good omen for our chances going forward, if you're feeling optimistic.
Let's go there.
Fine. What's on your mind? Does it even need to be asked?
Okay, so that's the same thing she said to me before.
I think I'm a different
So that
person.
hasn't changed. I guess that's because it's got to be the phrase that at our Okay, at our this. Because she's at a high 47, but Lae'zel is very high 75, and Gale is. It's if you're playing at all, like even the slightliest goody two shoes, it seems like Gale gets to 99 on you like that, like halfway through chapter 1. So unless you're like butchering everybody in the grove and stuff like that, Gale is like in love with you from the beginning. I call it being very insecure in his own self. So he's attaching to you. Alright, this is my true girlfriend, I think.
Curious. I drained you dry, yet your body seems no more worse for wear. Perhaps I might find use for it again.
Okay. Alright, okay. Do I need to go? I probably need to go talk to Will to hear his comments on the Githyanki Creche and Gale, and I think we already heard Astarion. He's like, I didn't sign up for this. So we want to hear what Will has to say about the Creche.
My first tour of a Githyanki Creche. Memorable, to be certain, but the service left something to be desired.
Yeah, the service left something to be desired. Cute. Okay. And then I don't think Gale had anything more to say, but we'll check him. And then we'll go to bed and see if anybody else has anything that they need to talk to me about.
Walking freely out of a Githyanki Creche. A miracle if ever I've seen one. And trust me, I've seen quite a few.
Okay. Alright, so that's everybody's thing because we got done with the Creche. Let's end the day.
Let's see what this does.
Let's see who needs to talk. So we lose the blessing from our visitor or whatever. Right? Okay, I got any exclamation points here? No exclamation point, no exclamation point. Will, you got an exclamation point? I don't see one. And do any of my girlfriends have exclamation points? Before we do the sleepy thing. I do not see any exclamation points. Just double check. Oh. Now I did change up some clothes a little bit. He's still in his obvious purple. I changed the color of... I wish when they went into their camp clothes, they wouldn't be holding their shield. So that you could actually see their camp clothes. Because otherwise you have to do this. But see, I did change her out of her black goth into sort of a really dark blue and red. This is supposed to be a blue-red outfit, and I dyed it to this. I left him in his purple. And then I put her in hot red. I thought it was going to be hot red here and here. But it doesn't seem to do anything to her top. I can't get her top to change color. It's that color no matter what you do. All the straps and stuff went red, like her pants, but the actual main parts that hold her breast didn't. I was just like, really? I was like, really? Because you can see all the straps here. Those used to be black. Those are now red. But these two pieces don't change color no matter what you do. I don't know. It might have been too much programming to have to do it that way, but so I put her in bright colors, and does it show everybody else in their camp clothes? Yeah. Will is in still in his earthy garb. I was going to put him in some other clothes. I got him still in his clothes. I want him to be in something really fancy, so that may have to wait till we get to Baldur's Gate. I don't know. And then her, I changed the color of her regular clothes. I left it You know, it's still her clothes, but I changed the color for her. So I kind of like that color scheme on her better than what she had on before. So that's just to kind of keep you up to date on what's going on. And in here, I got lots and lots of smoke powder and oil and fire wine. I've got empty blank canvases for us to practice our painting on. I have a nautiloid tank that I forgot to use when I grabbed it. Got a big hammer, ceremonial war hammer, ceremonial longsword, ceremonial mace. It's a ceremonial axe. Do I still have that in my hands? Dumbass. And then we've got scale mail +1, a chain shirt +2, and then of course Grimskull helm. But since I have, I gave her the adamantine scale mail, which is medium armor, and then I made 2 armors. I made the splint armor for her, and I figure I can put the Grimskull helm like on Minthara, or even Minsk maybe, to give him the what do you call it? Immunity to crits. I have not found a proper crown for him. You know, headgear. Got lots of necklaces, but very little headgear, so. Still have this around to give to somebody too. Because it's a heavy crossbow. It's not a lot of people can use it. And I have on this, but because if you turn this on, it looks kind of weird. I mean, it's supposed to be graceful cloth, but it has all this stuff sticking out of it. It just doesn't strike me as right, so I just haven't run around in my clothes. But that's why that's that way. Anyway, I don't see anybody that needs to talk to me. So I think we're just going to go take our rest. So let's go up here. And we'll go to bed. And then we will do an auto-select and see what they give us for dinner. So what did we pick this time? Oh, that's what I was going to do. Should we do that this session? We've never done it. All right, all alcohol. Right, all alcohol. I think there's supposed to be like an achievement for this or something. All right, let's do it. Full rest. I mean, I'm the drunken master. It won't hurt me. Probably mess everybody else up. So what happened? Did it not work? I must not have done it right. Okay, well, I need to drink my... Of course they're not there. That does me. Gale, will you please do the honors? First, we'll remember to do mage armor on ourselves, long strider on ourselves, long strider on him.
Yes, of course.
So when we swap in, I don't have to remember to cast it, because I will forget. You guys know me.
Of course.
I get so tied up in it, I forget I forget half the stuff that I've got that's like to make my life easier. Because like, I don't know how many times I've done that, the Githyanki Egg and the merchant after you've taken out the Inquisitor. And I never remember to like go in stealth mode, or like in the case of the merchants, it's like, I'm glad I tried it because I had a sneaking suspicion they were all facing the door because they'd always jump me as soon as I walked through the door. So they're all facing the door. I can come in through the broken wall and just basically sneak up on them and get the drop, and you get an extra round of attack. And the same thing kind of applied at the nursery, because while they were facing the door, they weren't like stationed to where they could actually watch the door itself. The doorway, it's like the door opens, but you can't see me because I'm hiding in the shadows. And I get to sneak in and set myself up to get some decent attacks off. And it's like, that's just silly, but okay. Got 2 more spells to cast. Then I've got to come up here. And I've got to cast a spell on her. Now, for going down in the thing, I don't need Gale. I need Astarion to get through the traps, I think. So maybe we will take Karlach and Astarion. So I'm trying to remember. There's no... ow. Can't remember if there was any fights. I think it's just traps. I don't remember any fighting anything. Okay. Gonna leave my girlfriend behind this time around. Interesting where the magic mirror is. It's just sitting up against a wall. Not even inside anything. I don't understand why they don't have, you know how everybody has a little tent thing? They should have one for the main character, and that's where the magic mirror is, and that's how you know it's the main character's tent. Not that it has anything in it, but it's just like, that's where, you know, his stuff is. But then again, I'm a monk and I really don't have stuff. Okay, I need to go talk to Carl.
And, well, in it.
Hello, girlfriend.
What are you thinking about?
Ooh. Can I do
Where
this?
did you start?
Again?
And I'd even let you. God, we better find a way to call me off soon. I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
Interesting that it didn't register that I'm...
What are you thinking about?
Okay, I need to bring you
Looks
with me.
like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing.
Interesting, I could go through all 3 of those with her. I didn't even think about it. Alright, I need you to take Lae'zel's place.
Now we're talking.
And... I need to take Astarion instead of Gale, right? That's what I said? I think that's what I said I was going to do.
Need something?
Yeah, I'm going to need you to...
Perhaps if you lost a follower or 2, I prefer to travel in...
Okay, now, was there any stuff... Ow! Ow, why do I... Excuse me, I have a cramp in my thigh here that I was not expecting. Why do you have the Knife of the Undermountain King? That should be in Astarion's hands. This should be in Astarion's hands. What the hell are you doing? Will, what are you hauling around here? We're gonna give this to Shadowheart because she's kind of the healer, and we take our stuff from her. Although I'll leave you with that. Did you have anything that I needed to keep? Oh yeah, you carried a lot of the arrows, didn't you? Alright, we're going to take the arrows and we're going to put those on Astarion so that we have them in the party. And I usually give that to Karlach when she's traveling with us, just in case. And this can go into... Let's read this, make sure. In the area, pursuing dragon, threat posed minimal, suggest course of action. Oh yeah, we did do that one. Alright, so that's just... Get it into camp. Ooh. Okay. Gale, what did you have? Oh, you had this. I want to give that to Karlach because I want that in the party. Featherfall. Alright, let's give the scrolls to Shadowheart. Yeah, I had these things on here because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with you. We do need to have the Amulet of Speak with Dead, though, with us. That should be in one of our possessions, so let's give that to me, and then we will have you put on this one for now. Okay. Now, how bad is your armor class? Yeah, you go down to a 14. Boy, that's tough to be down to a 14. Oh, as long as they have lightning charges. So I could get myself up to a 15 by doing something lightning, but I'm trying to be cold there. So that's a problem. Okay, I think I've grabbed the stuff that I needed to grab. Okay. So now we need to actually go... Oh, I didn't want to do that. I gotta load the map twice now. I wanted to hit the map, and I'm so used to being able to click to hit the map, and I hit the wrong thing. Because we want to go back into the Creche. Don't have to worry about Lae'zel being able to see in the dark. Now we are going...
On my way.
Now we gotta go through to the captain's quarters, which is back this way. Because we gotta go back to where we came from. Because that's where the thing is to get the thingy that gets us out of here. That gets us the Light of Lathander, which is probably the single most important piece. I personally feel it's the single most important thing in Act 1 for you to get your hands on before you go into the Shadowlands. I don't think you can get it before you go into the Underdark, although it would be nice if you did. But I don't know if you can be tough enough to do that. Because, I mean, I barely get by here when I'm at 7th level. I don't know how you would do it if you were only like 4th or 5th. 4th probably at best. Unless it would adjust the enemies down for you, but I don't think so. This thing is meant to screw with you. There is a secret place down here that we must go to. Come along, children. Alright. Just got 30 experience points just for walking in here. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for the extra experience points. Oh, it did an autosave for me too. That probably means I should do a quick save. Let's go through the doors.
Better not be cursed.
It will be, but it doesn't matter. As we go into here, now we're never getting out. We're all gonna die. Okay. Now we need to go. We need to turn around here. We need to turn around here. We must look at things, and we go. What is that? What is that? Shoot it! Shoot it again! Shoot it again! And shoot it again! And shoot it again! And it opens up a door. But there is a trap, which is why we brought
Keep your distance,
you with us. And why we have me casting guidance on you. And having you go for a walk. And you're gonna go disarm that. Because it's terrible, horrible. See what I mean? It's terrible and horrible. And mean and nasty. Then you walk over here. You can't get around that way. So I think you have to come over here. You have to come up here. And you go up here. And you go up here. And you say, come along, children. And now we have to make a little jump, because we have to do that. So we have to make a little bit of a jump. Jump over here. And now we should have that energy shield down. Right. We come up here. And there's another one. So, comes in here. Do disarm. And we'll give him a guidance. Barely makes it. But does. Then we need to go over here. Isn't there? Yes, there's a crystal down here that's very hard to get to. So we're gonna have Mama separate. Mama K. So the reason why I bring you is because you can jump like forever. And then I can have you shoot that. She's banged it. Okay.
Never a dull moment. Moving ahead.
We have to move in here, and then there's more traps and stuff in here, I think. Get 30 experience points for walking in here. Isn't there more traps, or is there just a power source that I'm supposed to do? I think there's just a power source I'm supposed to get rid of along the way. But I don't see it anywhere. Oh, it's way down there. Okay, we are going to try to do this without taking out that power source. What we're going to do is we're going to separate here. Actually, we're going to group everybody up. Crest panel. And I have the crest here. Dawn Master's crest. Am I going to get us all killed? Probably. And that was it. And we don't need to do anything else. Well, that was a bit disappointing. But we all know that God's Own Princess gets this. And now we've got everything we ever wanted. Am I going to need big beefy fighters, or am I going to need to have spellcasters? Interesting choices. So how far off are we? We're like, yeah, 4,000 away. Yeah, we're a long way away from level. Thousands and thousands. Somebody said you can make it to level 8 before you get into chapter 2. But from what I've seen of the people who say that you can do that, it requires you to, like,
Quite a jealously guarded item, I must say.
kill all the tieflings and the druid's grove, and then kill all the goblins on top of it.
That's no surprise. It looks powerful.
Of course it's powerful. It's a legendary. Twit. That's why it's in the hands of God's Own Princess. Why am I doing this? Can't I just go here? Yeah, I can just go here. Where do I need to go? I can't remember if she has another Hill Giant potion. So that's why I'm going back here. I'm going to check with her. I don't have a certain person with me. But I think she has the egg. Do I have the egg? Who has the egg? Do I have the egg?
I've got a long road ahead.
Do I have the Githyanki Egg? I do have the Githyanki Egg. I could give it to the lady. But girlfriend would know and then would, like, chop me into little bitty pieces. I don't want to be chopped into itty bitty little pieces.
Best be on my way.
Because that's what girlfriend would do to me. She would chop me all up. But I am going to come down here and check and see if she has another Hill Giant potion. I think she does have another Hill Giant strength potion. I think that's what resets on her.
Have you given any more thought
No,
to the retrieval of that Githyanki egg? I might have a few trinkets worth a glance.
Does she have a Hill Giant? Powerful movement, oil of bane, toxin, those are things I gave her. So she did not reset. Reset her money, but didn't reset her items. Because she doesn't have the healing potions. Right? She doesn't have the healing potions that she had before. Oh yeah, there they are. Why are they not considered magical? No, she doesn't have the really good ones. The really good ones don't reset, just the standard ones. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I'm keeping the scroll of evidence. I have all these Githyanki things. Well, I haven't been keeping books. This was the letter about basically saying is Voss a traitor. This is a book that says there's 3 things you can't talk about. Necromancy, Orpheus, and the weapon, I think? We don't need that map. We didn't read the notes on Mind Flayer Anatomy, because it was like, how do they reproduce? We're not really sure. So I can get 24 gold out of her. I'm just going to take the money. To be perfectly honest, a lot of this stuff I don't really need. Part of the problem is...
Happy, are we? Very well, then.
Yeah. Okay. So I probably need to go back to camp and pick up somebody other than Astarion. Am I going to need Astarion in the next bit? Trying to think. We're going to go to the Underdark and come up into the Shadowlands that way. Right? I think that's what I was planning on doing. Alright, let's go back to camp. I don't know, does his warhorn work in camp?
The deal is done.
Oh, so you only get to do it once. It's a once a game thing and then he's gone. Right? Okay. What the heck? We're gonna go with Nórë Huiṋe's Angels. Right? Just like Charlie's Angels? Hey, Lae'zel.
You must have questions. The party's full. You'll need to make room. Ready.
Okay. We've been everywhere we need to be. So the only thing I can think of is to go back to the Underdark, is it by Grimforge, right? I'm gonna go there. Yes. Ah. So they forced me into the camp after the Creche. Okay. Gotta talk to people, I guess, about this. I don't see anybody trying to talk to me. I really don't need to rest, you blighters. I always forget that they do that. I don't see anybody needing to talk to me, so I'm gonna just go to bed, and then the cutscene happens. Yeah. Because we don't even use camp supplies on this one. See a big nasty Voss.
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Let my girlfriend do it.
Speak. My ear is yours.
Girlfriend do it.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
Do you know who that is?
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlaakith's tyranny. The prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Oh boy.
Lies, Lae'zel.
Drank the
Every
Kool-Aid,
last one.
Lae'zel.
There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaithisk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the Ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness! You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
He speaks true of the Zaithisk. You need to trust him. Approved, 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 approved. Well, 4 approvals out of 5? 6? Not bad.
I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words.
I
Fought
figured
her
not
battles,
Will or not
yet she
Astarion.
names me her
Doesn't prove anything.
Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talak Magir in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector.
That's when I get it.
The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away. I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Do I actually have to go through a long rest? And waste a potion? I don't think I do. Who wants to speak to me? Is that Lae'zel? It's my girlfriend? Yeah, my girlfriend wants to talk to me. First in my heart, but not necessarily the only one. Interesting, that's...
Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me.
Okay. Obviously, it's about time you figured it out. That would be rude.
I'd never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will.
That's the definition of a tyrant.
A champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood.
Mm-hmm. Who's the one in the prison, do you
I
think?
don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an Illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is Ascension?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people.
Okay, we
They
get to hear
dominated our minds and bred
the
us to
lore.
war,
It's always
until
good to hear the
Great
lore.
Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith, in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
Okay.
Yes. I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Sheres's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
Okay. No, I want to try to romance her through. Gale's going to do Karlach. I did Shadowheart with my first Ranger playthrough. And this guy's going to do Lae'zel to the end. But I'm trying to see if how much polemy is allowed. Okay. I was trying to not do a full rest. Can I just do a partial rest?
Here we go.
It's gonna take my stuff. So now I gotta go through and do it all again. Which means I need to go talk to Gale.
What will Voss have to show for himself when we catch up with him, I wonder?
Doesn't
His
matter.
intelligence may yet prove the key to unlocking the artifact's secrets. We should ensure we follow up when we reach Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I know. Talk to him all about this. But I need you to join me for...
Be delighted, though someone else will... Magical.
That's just because I
Have
need
mine,
you to
thank
do
you.
this. Which is one of the reasons why I think I really like the idea of being able to take more than 4 people in the party. Because if you think about it, if you had this many people, would you really limit yourself
Let's explore.
to only taking 4? It's such an artificial thing. Now, I do know that there's somebody, the guy that made the mod that lets you take more than 4 people. He also has a mod that supposedly, what am I doing? I'm hitting the wrong key. I'm moving the map instead of turning the map. I'm an idiot. He made a mod that scales with your number of characters you have in your party. So if you bring everybody in camp, the monsters are going to be tougher, there's going to be more of them, something like that. So he did try to allow something to balance it out for you. Oh, I see. He's got to go do the girlfriends too. Then I got to go get Lae'zel back in. I was going to take the girlfriends into the thing. I can't remember. No, not that. I cannot remember if I need a wizard in that beginning part. Because what I like to do is I like to trade off Lae'zel and Karlach as fighters in order to keep them fresh. Like, you know, Karlach only has so many berserker runs, and Lae'zel, you know, has to do short rests to get her things. So it's like you can almost do one full round with full go with Karlach, and then come back and grab Lae'zel and keep going. You know, and basically stretch yourself out farther. It's a lot more fun when you play with the expanded one, which I do with Gale when you have more than 4 people. Because I'm playing Gale and I have the whole party, the 6 origin characters. I'm playing Gale and I have the 5 origin characters with me, and it's a lot of fun that you just get to hear everything and stuff. Now do I want to take her into this, or do I want to just take us along? All right, I have to go into my devices, my items, and waste another one because the game stole it from me. Rude. I'm tired of that. All right, that's usually all I do is Longstrider. She went this way. Okay. She's got big nasty weapons. Right, Jorgle's. Yep, Jorgle's greatsword. Okay. I don't know. What do you got on? Sunwalker's Gift, Mage's Friend. You could put in he doesn't have his mage armor on, right? We don't have any cloaks. I didn't find the cloak in here. Did I? There's supposed to be one cloak in chapter 1, and I didn't find it. I don't know where I'm supposed to get it from. Very annoying. So what boots do you have on? So where's his shoes? But if we were to turn you into the lightning rod, give you these, and have you use this. Dang it, I don't know. Let's try this a different way. Oh, I know what I wanted to check. What's Karlach's She's a high. She's a high. And Lae'zel is very high. Okay. Should I just go grab Lae'zel?
There we go.
No, no, not you. I have to go grab Lae'zel.
Is that blood? No.
I don't know. If I need to come back and get magic users, I will. Let's come down here. Come on, come on, come on. Get down here. I gotta get this girlfriend in the group.
You must have questions.
No, not really. I just want you to join me.
Make space, and my might is well chosen.
Okay. We go to the Grimforge, which is where we tried to go last time. What? The player can't currently what? Why can't I go there? What if I leave camp? Oh, because that... Alright, it was already saying that I was going there in the code when I tried to go the first time, and it had to force me into a cutscene and a long rest. I've got to remember that when I'm done with the Githyanki thing, to not, like, take a rest, just say, I want to go to Grimforge, and then it'll give me that cutscene, and then I can get a long rest in and then do all the spells so I don't have to waste any potions and stuff. Okay. There's a little quirk for you, kids. Alright, here I am with Nórë Huiṋe's angels. We're gonna go down the stairs and then up the stairs, right? No. Do we just go up the stairs?
So, Githyanki undergarments. Very fashionable.
The underharnesses are often used for strapping oneself onto a red dragon.
Ooh, fashion and function. You lot really have it all figured out.
I'm sorry, I find it really... These are all the people that I'm romancing, and I've got them all together so they can talk about me behind my back. It's kind of funny, actually. Okay, are we all here? Ladies? Are we all here? We are going to need to have torches. And or light spell. We have the light spell. I do not believe you have that in your spell book. You do not have light spell in your spell book. This is a 3rd level. We're not going to have any persons to hold, I don't think. So you're going to take this, because you're going to need that. And this says, enchant an item to shine like the sun, or summon a sphere of sunlight that dispels the darkness around it. So I can enchant an item until it sounds that shines like the sun. So we're gonna have to do torches. Okay. Until we get to last light in, and then we do the thing and we get Dolly thrice. Okay. So we're gonna have to have torches in our inventories. I have a torch. You do not. Oh, yes, you do. You have a torch? Alright, let's go to Lae'zel.
Eager for battle.
Okay, she doesn't have a torch. I think we find torches right away. Up the elevator we go. Yeah, we've cleaned up all the loose ends. Because once you go into the Shadowlands, now technically you can sneak back, but it can really screw things up if you do. And where you can't sneak back, I think, is from chapter 3. You can't get back to chapter 1 because the only way to do it is like through an exploit that will break things. Depends on the caster. If it's a paladin, that's not true. Yeah. There's a plaque.
We offer our prayers to the Dark Lady, whose comfort and grace heals all.
And there's a plaque.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
We offer our pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know her faithful.
Piss off Shadowheart by lighting everything on fire. This plaque.
We offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy.
Bet I can crack that open.
Potions of healing and torches. So give this to Warlock, give this to Lae'zel. Potions I've been giving to Shadowheart. Yeah, just give this to Shadowheart. Alright, now everybody has a torch, technically. Not everybody needs a torch, but everybody has a torch. So now if I were to click on you,
will be done.
now I can toggle you to be carrying a torch. Okay. Got it. Alright. Oh, why did it zoom in on her? Okay.
Let's move.
Can't go up
Need
here.
to find a way forward.
Is there a skeleton? There's a skelly up here.
Good here, I hope.
That's some stuff. Old architectural absolute suspicious key, which would have gotten me into that chest.
More for me.
What did that say? One shows an elevator leading from the wilds outside a town called Nórë Huinë to the Underdark. Okay. That's that elevator we just came up. Okay. And I don't think there's anything in these vases. Although I can't remember. Turn on the lights. What's wrong with you? Turn on the lights. The party's over. I gotta have you all sit down on the bench. Alright, I gotta go check the other side of this opening. Looks like there's candles to turn on. Faces to check, which I'm pretty sure are empty. What is that? Oh, that's a little weird looking, but okay. Isn't there a dead dude around here somewhere? Oh, maybe he's in the thing. That's what I was looking for. I knew there was something over here that I wanted to get. Alchemy. Turn on the lights. Do not take the jump off the cliff. It does not go where you think it does. If I remember right, there's nothing else. I checked these vases. There is a torch on the thing. And then... yeah, if you come in... this is basically the elevator, so there's nothing else here. Very small little place to, you know, find some stuff. And then you have to go into here. What's my time? 2.5 hours. Should I have it sit on the bench until next time? Because I do like to keep these to about 2.5 hours. And I'm wondering if I should just do that. We don't have a bench big enough, do we? To sit all of us down on? I don't think so. I don't think I can sit all of us on one bench. They don't give me any big benches. They only give me itty bitty benches. Well, let's see if I can do it. If I sit here.
Attention!
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Come on, let's go!
All right, what now?
Vlaakith's will be done. Objective noted.
Yeah, see, I can't quite get all of us sitting on the same bench.
No time to dally.
Not enough space.
No time to waste.
Can't have her sit on Karlach's lap. Larian! You didn't let me have her sit on somebody's lap. We could all sit on the bench together. How very sad. Well, it is 2 hours and 30 minutes. Nobody's saying anything in chat, so I think we're gonna... I know when I go into the Shadowlands, there's like a couple of encounters right away that I have to deal with in order to get to the last light inn. And then after I get to the last light inn, I have to do a bunch of stuff. And then I get to go join a raid to try and get whatever the Drider's lamp is. And then I can get a whole bunch of help from that. So there's a lot that will happen here very quickly. So I really don't want to rush it. So I think we're going to call it here. So thank you guys for showing up and watching the stream. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the people who stopped by. For those of you seeing this after the fact, please leave a like and leave a comment in the comment section. Those of you that are watching now, if you can hit a like, that helps too. Helps get it out in front of more people on YouTube. For those of you that have not done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 500 before the end of the year. You get a few perks as a creator if you can get yourself over 500. So I'd like to try and get there, and then maybe I can make even better videos going forward. Again, leave me comments on the video. There should be a link to a Discord server that I started up called Dren608 Plays. So if you want to join in there, and you can leave me comments in there. I try to have things up for the various games that I'm playing. I'm probably going to split my Baldur's Gate 3 chat room to like Baldur's Gate 3 The Librarian, Baldur's Gate 3 Nórë Huinë, and Baldur's Gate 3 Gale Goes Forth. And so we'll talk about the specific campaigns in detail, because Gale Goes Forth, I'm willing to throw mods in to see what I can do with it, because I've already got mods in it, because I'm running with more than 4 people. So throwing extra mods in there for like clothes and stuff, I'd like to hear some people's ideas on that. The mods that you've used for clothes or other things that you find useful. The one I'm doing on Sundays, the Librarian, I cannot add any mods. That's trying to get an achievement of being the Jack of all trades, which means level 1, all 12 classes, and you can't use withers to do it. So you've got to do it the hard way. You got to literally be level 1 for the entire game, or at least until you're well into Baldur's Gate, which is actually kind of interesting, because I originally I went cleric, druid, then bard, kind of like all knowledge base, because that was my backstory. And then my next thing was like, I really need to get some hit points. I'm gonna have to take some of these fighter classes. And then I found the closet scroll, and I forgot. It's like, ooh, I want to become a wizard next, so I can learn that scroll, so I can have the closet with my main character, because he isn't going to have a lot to, recommend him. It's going to be like the closet, and maybe a familiar are going to be like his contribution to combat. So he's going to be like, he fights when you get through all the big fighters, then you get to him. You got to get through like a Karlach and a Lae'zel and Shadowheart, and then Will, maybe Astarion, and then you're to him and Gale, the 2 squishies in the very back. Got to get through all the hard targets, the medium targets, and then you get to pick on him and like Gale. So depending on who's in the party, obviously, but yeah, it's been rather interesting. You have to find different solutions to problems, because you can't just have like, I'm a 3rd level rogue filling in for Astarion, and then I've got my cleric, and I've got my fighter, and I've got my wizard, and off we go. So I've got either Will or Gale, and I have one of the ladies here, Karlach or Lae'zel, and then Shadowheart is your cleric. Or if you happen to be the cleric, then Shadowheart's the one that sits at home, and you bring along Astarion so that you have a rogue and stuff like that. It doesn't work when you're playing all first levels. You're like a very little bit of everything. You're not even halfway good at things. You're just kind of like, I can probably make a DC 10, maybe, if I get guidance. And anything higher than that, you're like, maybe. I doubt it, though. So it's been really interesting to playing it, and I'm only just started with it, so you can join me on Sundays for that. There's this one on Saturdays, and then Fridays we are doing Gale Goes Forth, which was a replacement for us doing multiplayer computer role-playing games. I'm still trying to work on getting that set up, whether it's going to be in Baldur's Gate 3, whether we're going to do it in Rogue Trader, or whether we're going to start up something completely different. I'm not sure. I would like to do Baldur's Gate 3 or Rogue Trader, because I know how their multiplayer systems work, sort of. But maybe I'll try something else. I don't know. Well, working with my my adult children on how to set something up so we can get back to doing that. We started with one of my adult children, but then our schedules just went kaplooey, and Fridays were not going to work for them. They always had doctor's appointments were only on Fridays or other things. It just seemed like everything always wanted to be on a Friday. They couldn't get them scheduled any other time. And I really didn't have other days of the week. Now I do, but at the time we didn't. So that's where we're going to be with that. All right. I think I've done enough commercialing here. So anyway, I'm Dren608. Thank you all for being here. And until we meet again, stay safe and bye-bye.